Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Curse of Oak Island preview. The guys are following the trail of gold deep into the garden shaft. The Curse of Oak Island is back tonight, and the team is finding more and more gold as they go deeper into the garden shaft at the Money Pit area. Fans of Oak Island should be prepared for another action-packed show this week, but we can expect the main focus to be on finding the large amount of gold that supposedly resides in the blob area near the garden shaft. In the words of Rick Lagina, they're following the trail of the gold. Last week, there was some disappointment when more borehole drilling in the blob area amounted to nothing. However, everyone was immediately buoyed up by archaeologist and metallurgy expert Emma Cullen, who said she'd found a large amount of gold in a sample of wood taken from the garden shaft. The wood showed traces of gold of 0.11%, which might not sound like a lot, but both Emma and geoscientist Dr. Ian Spooner agreed it's a lot. "That's a lot of parts per billion," said Emma. This week, it looks like Emma is finding even more gold. In a preview, she said, "The counts of gold are getting higher as we go deeper. More evidence suggests Money Pit is close to the garden shaft." Recently, a lot of evidence, such as the water sampling data and the carbon-14 data, and wood from structures buried underground, seem to suggest the guys are finally getting close to the treasure. As the Dumas Mining Company gets closer to the bottom, everyone's fingers are firmly crossed. It shouldn't be too long now. This week's episode synopsis from the History Channel is all about the gold, and it is short, sweet, and to the point. It reads, "As the garden shaft operation gets deeper, the evidence of gold gets stronger." The guys have been cramming quite a lot into the episodes this season, and tonight looks no different. This episode is called A Well of Secrets, which likely refers to the mysterious well on Lot 26. Oak Island team digs for silver at the well on Lot 26. Previously, Ian said he had found a high level of silver in the water of this well, suggesting there may be something of value buried nearby. According to a preview, the guys have decided to dig out the well and excavate the area. Let's hope they find something. Meanwhile, blacksmith expert Carmen Lay is back on the show to appraise some artifacts. The team really loves this guy because he always gives top-notch expert advice, and it's usually good news. In a preview, Carmen can be overheard stating, "We're looking about 1650, 1690, which indicates an artifact that is way older than the initial discovery of the Money Pit. Carmen's words probably have something to do with another Gary Drayton discovery. The metal detectorist appears to have pulled a hook-like artifact out of the ground, and he thought it looks really old." The sun rose over Oak Island, casting a golden hue across the tranquil waters of Mahone Bay. The island, shrouded in mystery for over 2 centuries, seemed to hum with anticipation as the latest chapter in its storied history was about to unfold. This season, the Lagina brothers and their dedicated team are poised to dive deeper than ever before into the enigmatic garden shaft, chasing the elusive trail of gold that has tantalized treasure hunters for generations. Rick and Marty Lagina, seasoned explorers with an unyielding passion for uncovering the island's secrets, stood at the edge of the garden shaft, their eyes reflecting the same gleam as the rumored treasure buried deep below. The shaft, with its weathered timbers and foreboding darkness, seemed to beckon them forward, whispering of untold riches and ancient secrets. "Today, we go deeper," Rick declared, his voice firm with resolve. "We've followed every lead, deciphered every clue, and now it's time to see if the gold really is at the end of this trail." Marty nodded, his mind racing with the possibilities. Over the years, they had discovered fragments of history, ancient coins, mysterious artifacts, and tantalizing clues that suggested they were on the right path. but the garden shaft, with its intricate network of tunnels and shafts, remained one of the most enigmatic and potentially rewarding locations on the island. As the team assembled their gear, the atmosphere was charged with a blend of excitement and tension. Craig Tester, the team's resident engineer and skeptic, meticulously checked the equipment. "We need to be prepared for anything," he cautioned. "The deeper we go, the more dangerous it becomes." Jack Begley, with his unshakable enthusiasm, was already securing ropes and harnesses, eager to plunge into the depths. "I have a good feeling about this," he said, grinning. "We've come so far, and I think today might be the day we finally uncover something incredible." The descent into the garden shaft began with a palpable sense of anticipation. The walls of the shaft, lined with ancient wood and scarred by centuries of exploration, seemed to close in around them as they descended. The air grew cooler, and the faint smell of damp earth and aged timber filled their nostrils. Rick, leading the way, paused to examine the walls. "Look at this," he said, pointing to a series of markings. "These symbols, they could be Templar in origin. We've seen similar ones before." Marty's eyes widened. If the Templars were here, it could explain so much. Their presence would fit with the other artifacts we found. As they ventured deeper, the tunnel opened into a larger chamber. Their flashlights revealed a sight that took their breath away. The walls glittered with a faint, golden sheen. It was as if the very earth itself was imbued with the promise of treasure. Craig knelt to examine the glistening walls, scraping off a sample. "This could be natural gold deposits," he said, his voice tinged with excitement. "We're definitely on the right track." Encouraged by this discovery, the team pressed on, navigating through narrow passageways and hidden alcoves. The further they went, the more they felt the weight of history pressing in on them. Every step seemed to echo with the footsteps of those who had come before them, driven by the same insatiable curiosity and desire for discovery. Jack, shining his light ahead, spotted something unusual. "Guys, over here," he called out. The team hurried to his side, where he pointed to a partially concealed wooden door. The door, ancient and weathered, was adorned with intricate carvings that hinted at its importance. "This could be it," Rick said, his voice barely above a whisper. "The entrance to a hidden chamber." With a mixture of excitement and trepidation, they pried open the door. The creaking of the ancient wood echoed through the tunnel as the door swung open, revealing a small, dimly lit room. In the center of the room was a stone pedestal, and upon it lay a chest, bound with iron and covered in dust. Rick approached the chest with reverence. "This could be the moment we've been waiting for," he said, his hands trembling slightly as he reached for the chest's lid. With a deep breath, he lifted the lid, revealing the contents within. The team's flashlights illuminated the inside of the chest, revealing a trove of gold coins, glittering in the dim light. The coins, bearing the marks of different eras and civilizations, confirmed what they had long suspected. Oak Island's treasure was real, and they were holding a piece of it in their hands. Marty, unable to contain his excitement, let out a triumphant cheer. "We did it! This is just the beginning." As they examined the coins, they found something even more intriguing: a set of ancient scrolls, their parchment fragile with age. Craig carefully unrolled one, revealing a map that seemed to detail the entire underground network of Oak Island.